have a different hack and it works for a while. This happens a lot with habits. And so you're stabilizing along this homeostasis. It's very obvious in weightlifting because you hit plateaus. And each time you hit a plateau, it's a signal that the brain and nervous system have adjusted to the amount of demand coming in. This is why trainers will constantly have you changing up at 6 to 8 weeks, because you want to get ahead of that. And what you want is allostasis. And with allostasis, you're getting stability, but it's on an upward trajectory. With this, it's the same thing. There's prediction, but whereas this, I was talking about hacks. Here, the brain and nervous system are predicting what's coming in, and it's thinking, okay, that's pretty cool, but then all of a sudden it increases again, and it thinks it has it, and then it increases again. You can see this on a through hiker, a hiker who's hiking, say, 90 days. A 90-day hike from border to border. And you'll see that in the beginning, they're maybe doing 10 miles per day. By the end of the hike, they can be doing 35 miles per day. That's more than a marathon every day, and they'll do this for 10, 15 days in a row. Their body adjusted, their nervous system adjusted, and if you look at them, they don't look physically, they don't look that much different than they did when they started. So it's not like it's all muscle change. As a matter of fact, if you look at some power lifters, there are power lifters who can lift large amounts of weight and they don't look big. Their signal, the nervous system signal, is very strong. And the way that allostasis works is there's several factors: novelty and tension, precision and balance, progression, intensity, and struggle at the edge of ability. Some of those are also apply to deep practice, which is how we create myelin. Myelin and synapses, or synaptogenesis, the process of putting synapses into the pathways, is essentially how neuroplasticity happens. So we know from neuroplasticity that the brain is malleable, that the brain you die with does not have to be the brain you were born with, which is why we say you can change, and it's actually easier than people thought, because what we're going to do is use neuroplasticity to make those changes happen, as opposed to willpower or discipline. And willpower and discipline, it has its limitations. This is important for leaders because too many leaders let the onboarding process be dictated by HR. And there's nothing against HR, but HR has a different reason for their onboarding. They have a different objective. Their objectives have to do with avoiding lawsuits and making sure that they're following the rules and the laws and the regulations. But if you separate it and look at a sports team is also going to have some kind of an onboarding.